My name is Cassie and I'm the founder of Fatco, where we use these guys to make this stuff. Let me explain. At Fatco, we specialize in making natural and organic skin and body care products, many of which contain tallow. It's nutrient dense and healing. It's extremely high in vitamins A, D, K, and E, all super important for skin health. It's natural, it's healthy, and it's sustainable.
That people are saying, oh yeah, when you're a finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet. To me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
My opinion, Patrick Williams had a phenomenal rookie season. I feel like on the defensive end, he played well. He guarded the team's best players.
What it do, baby? Welcome to the Prideful Takes podcast. Mike tried to take a sabbatical. I threatened his life, and now he has returned. Mike, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling great. Can't complain.
I'm glad. I saw you. You abandoned me. It's crazy. I jest. It's Wednesday. Usually we do wrestling Wednesday. Wrestling's kind of been a little dead, and with the play-in, regular season coming to an end, and the 49ers being dummies, we had to switch it up to Wild Style Wednesday today. So first and foremost, the Niners are thinking about trading Deebo Samuel. After Deebo came out and said, look, man, I want to get paid. Everyone and their moms is getting paid now. So I kind of wanted some of that cheddar. He told them he wanted to get paid. And in return, they said, hey, we'll trade you. So now they're listening to any legitimate trade offers for the all-pro receiver. Let me ask you something. Would you, if you're the Niners, would you pay Deebo?
I mean,
I actually feel disrespected. The fact that you're going, and you're actually thinking about it. I actually feel disrespected for the man.
I'm thinking if I'm in charge of a franchise, I got this player who, yes, he had one phenomenal season. I got a young quarterback who I don't know. I got another vet quarterback that I'm 50-50 about. And this guy who wants $25 million. I might, depending on what I can get. I mean, this draft class is stacked. So
outside of quarterbacks, right?
No,
quarterbacks, they're dog shit.
Yeah, outside the quarterbacks. The receivers is stacked. So
no, the receivers, defensive back, everywhere is stacked except quarterbacks. Quarterbacks is horrible, but
I don't know. I don't think he's worth $25 million right now.
Did you have him in fantasy one week and he was hurt, or did someone else have him?
No, I'm just
hate out your heart.
He's a good receiver, but I want to see more.
He's a top 5 receiver, though.
But yeah, I want to see consistency before I lock you and win. Well, if I give you this bag, and he just all of a sudden disappear. Like, I'm cool with paying a Devontae Adams because I've seen consistency and I know what I'm getting. Right now, it's like Deebo is hella talented, but you don't even know what you're gonna do at quarterback.
But which honestly would make me want to pay him all the much more, because Deebo has been doing everything for this team.
Facts.
So that's kind of why me personally, I would pay Deebo. Excuse me. Imagine a better version of Cordell Patterson. And that's what you have with Deebo. A way better, where you can line him up in the backfield, boom, handles it. You can line him up at tight end, and he's fine, right? A dude who's fast enough to burn corners, can still run routes effortlessly, got great hands. Like, for me, Deebo gives you a lot of what you would need. Let me put it to you this way. If you're a rookie, or if you're like a young player who's this is gonna be your first legitimate year playing, like if you're Trey Lance, Deebo is the receiver you would want. He's one of the receivers you would want.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have no problem paying him. I just want to see another year of what I've seen previously. Then I'd be comfortable paying
But here's the problem with that, Mike, because here's the thing. So his first year, 2019, right? He gave you 800 yards, 802 yards, right? 3 touchdowns, right? It was nice, right? Second year, I think he got hurt. His second year, last year, I think he got hurt. Then this past year, 1,400 yards. And then in terms of rushing yards, he gave you another 365 yards. So, me personally, if you combine all that, that's insane. I understand what you're saying that you want another year, but here's the problem with that. If you give him another year, he could walk after this year.
I'm gonna tag his ass.
But that's the thing. Like, if I'm mistaken, the San Francisco 49ers have a few guys that's coming up after this season. They got a few guys.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna have to make a very awkward. Like, imagine if they keep Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance doesn't pan out, right? He does not pan out whatsoever, right? And then next year, you not this upcoming year, but the year after, you want to run with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo don't want you. He don't. What if you can't get no one better? Now you got an awkward situation. Who are you franchise tagging? Jimmy Garoppolo or Deebo Samuel?
Deebo Samuel. I could always find somebody better than Jimmy G. Possibly. It's San Francisco.
No, I'm just saying, what if the whole Trey Lance experiment fails?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can find a quarterback.
So what you're saying, it's easier to find a quarterback to replace Jimmy G than it is to find a wide receiver to replace Deebo Samuel.
I mean, it's easy to replace both, but if you ask me to choose, I'll stick with Deebo.
You think it's really easy to replace Deebo like that?
I mean, it's not the same. That's the same caliber player, but I can get something half of what he does with anybody, like a handful of these receivers in this draft, and I'm pretty sure the next year y'all gonna be a nice looking draft. So I feel like it's not. I can probably find somebody who give me something of what Deebo can give me. Ain't gonna be all of it, but it'll be something.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
It's not like they're next in 2 years they'll probably be Super Bowl contending team because they have.
They're still a Super Bowl contending team.
I'm talking about in the next like 2 to 3 years.
They're still
depending on who they. But who at quarterback? If Trey Lance don't pan out, Jimmy G don't pan out.
I'm putting it to you this way. If they can get to a Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo throwing 8 passes in an NFC Championship game, if they could do that, I think they're chilling. Like, they're chilling. They were great. Like, running up to they lost the who was it? Lost to the Rams. I think was it the Rams? I think they lost to the Rams. Yeah. Right? Fact check me.
Yeah, that was.
It was the Rams. It was the Rams. They lost
because they first Super Bowl.
No. This past year.
Oh yeah, the Rams.
This past year, right? You ended up only losing because a lot of people blame Jimmy Garoppolo for that interception. I personally don't, because he's in a weird situation where if he gets sacked, they lose. If he does incompletion, they lose. They're blitzing him. They're rushing. They're bum rushing him. So you kind of have no choice but to throw the ball. So I don't blame Jimmy G at all for that interception. You know what I mean? It sucks. But the reality of the situation, if you're getting blitz like that, what are you supposed to do? Let's be honest. What are you supposed to do if you get blitz like that? I think we're going to give him the $25 million, which I think you guys should. I really do. He's a top 5 wide receiver. Honestly, I think he's a top 5 wide receiver. Couple that with the fact that you could line him up basically anywhere. He's a viable threat. Couple that with, again, this year they had a deep, solid playoff run with Jimmy Garoppolo as your quarterback. You know what I mean?
I just want to see another year. If I was the GM, I want to see another year of.
But the problem with that though is, like, let's say you see that other year, and next year he could walk. Dog, you're gonna have to pay him 30.
Then I'd be fine with that. That's a difference. 25, 30 mil. Man, that shit.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
No,
there's a difference.
It's still
in a 4 or 5 year deal. There's a difference.
It's the same kind of ballpark. It's just, I don't. If he give me another year of 16, 17 games, 1,400 yards, maybe 10 touchdowns, 500 rushing yards with 4 touchdowns. I'm cool with giving him 30 million. I just want to see another season of elite wide receiver play before I go all in. Like, what if I pay him the 25 million right now, and then things just fall off the rail next season?
But the thing is like he was showing us that he was doing it. Like I said, his rookie year, his rookie year, he put up 802 yards, and it's he didn't start every game. He played in. I think he only missed one game his rookie year.
One game.
Yeah, he only missed one game. He started what 10, 11 games?
11
games? Because I was looking at it earlier, like he started, he started something. They gave him some touches. At the time, he wasn't even their number one receiver, and he's putting up over 800 yards. Was it 805 yards? Like, he was showing you that he was there, and then he got injured last year. Which last year he still was on pace. Like, if we're gonna be honest, if you look at it, he played like what, 5 games? He was on pace to have like about 7 games. He was on pace to have like a 900,000 yard season. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, but it's like it's not like the kid just showed up, only had 200 yards for the season, and then all of a sudden had this. You know what I mean? Like, his first year he showed you something. Second year he did show you a little more, but then he got hurt, and now you see this. I'm comfortable giving him that money. I am, because he came in solid. But I'm listen.
I mean, that's why I'm not a GM to make these decisions anyway.
Yeah,
so
because I mean, honestly, I could see both sides. I could see giving him the money now, but I could also see waiting and seeing, okay, look, you just came off an injury, you had a solid year, do it one more time, we'll give you 30. I could see that. You know what I think it is? Because you say you have no problem paying 30 a year. You know what I legitimately think it is, Mike? I think you went on vacation to LA, bro. That's what I think, bro. Because them dudes was talking to Stefan. I'm like, hey, yo, cap space. Cap space. Like, what the hell? Like, this make no sense.
I wish I was in LA.
Bro. God bless them, bro. I don't know how they do it. I'm telling you this right now, bro. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. God bless them. So you and I, we disagree. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
you're basically saying, give me one more year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically saying, I believe you can do it, but give me one more year, so that way we can go from there. I'm saying, give him the money. All right. I'm very curious to see what they do.
If I'm a receiver, why not give him another elite year and break the bank? I can be the highest paid receiver next year. Shit, 30 million.
But that's the thing. Like, but the thing is like, I think what he wants first and foremost is just security. You know what I mean? And not only that, I mean, think about it. What if during this whole thing, what if they pay somebody else? I think that's kind of what a lot of guys are thinking. Like, if you pay somebody, like, think about it. If I'm Deebo, I'm mad as shit. Fred Warner ain't had to do much. He just like, hey, I want more money, and they paid him. Meanwhile, I gotta do a whole song and dance. This is ridiculous. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm Deebo, I think like that. Deebo, by the way, has no neck. I just want to throw it out there. I've been talking too kindly of him because Gridiron Yuki's here, and I guarantee he's like, oh, you're talking good about him. He has no neck. So let me just throw that out there. But yeah, I mean, you might as well pay him now. You might as well, you know?
Yeah, you're right. You know
what I mean? But again, I do see your part where if you give me one more year and you're willing, but that's the thing. If you wait one more year, you're going to have to say, all right, look, if you give me that same production, instead of 25, we'll give you 30. You got to give him some incentive for him to actually do it. So that way, instead of him, why would I do that and play the whole thing? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, Case Keenum ain't got no neck either. That's fine. And I'm not even a fan of Case Keenum, so fuck him. Andre says Deebo want that $25 million a year, and I think so too. But again, if I'm Deebo and I sit down and they tell me, listen, if you give us one more year, we'll extend you next year for $30 million. I think Deebo would at least consider it. Mike, let's say he leaves. Where do you see him going? Can I be honest? I don't think there's anywhere he can go.
I mean,
Think about it.
It's a few places. I feel like Philly got the draft capital to.
No. No, we're talking about him just leaving, not trading or anything like
trading.
that. Like let's say his thing runs out. Where would he go? Because in my opinion, I don't think there's really anywhere. Not because he's bad, but like everyone and their moms has been spending like money like crazy.
KC. Feel that Tyreek Hill role.
Nah, they got Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Marquez, Deebo.
But they let go of Tyreek because of the money. So why would you get Deebo, who also wants money? Unless Deebo will shut up for a ring. Ooh. No, if Deebo goes to KC, the league is broken. League is broken. On some real shit, league is broken. Jairo, mamá, que lo que? That's my cousin. Deebo in KC would be bonkers. It would be at that point you could just release Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You can just release him. You can just release the man. Like that would be insane. Yo, Deebo, OBJ. Listen, OBJ just went on pit stop after pit stop. It got him a ring. Do your thing, homie. Do your thing, homie. Moving on to the NBA. Playing is here. Mike, yesterday was phenomenal. Hold on, So, in the play-in, the Brooklyn Nets beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 115-108, which, everybody was like, it is what it is. The more surprising one to me was the Minnesota Timberwolves being down, 15?
Yeah, I believe so.
Down like 15. And Karl Anthony Towns played horrible. Absolutely horrible. He had a horrible game. At one point, when he picked up his fourth foul, he only had 2 points. And ready for the part. Look, by the way, let me just catch up with some of these comments. John Boy, what they do, baby? Now, people are saying, how about Anthony Edwards? Here's another name we have to bring up. If we're going to bring up Anthony Edwards dropping a clean 30 points, we need to give some flowers to D'Angelo Russell for dropping 29 from 55% from the floor. We got to get, and by the way, this is what legit happened, I think, with Karl Anthony Towns. I think he came out way too aggressive, which kind of put him in foul trouble. And then when he's got in foul trouble, I think he was like, I got to play weird. And I think there was a nervousness because he didn't want to foul out.
Yeah.
So at the end of you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, he won out of all of them because he got the W and he went home to Jordan Woods, who was looking amazing on the sideline. So Cat, he won. He played shitty as hell. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Pat Bev. A lot of people been shitting on Pat Bev.
I've been one of them. Fuck Pat Bev.
Like he changed that team. You never seen Cat talking crazy the way Cat was talking crazy.
We saw him Cat talking crazy like last year, 2 years ago.
I ain't never seen Cat talk that crazy,
bro. He started talking crazy literally the year after Jimmy Butler left.
Other than the time him and Joel got into a little cat fight.
Bro, calling that a cat fight is disrespectful for cat fights, bro. That shit was just like,
that shit. Pat Bev may run around and do a whole bunch of nonsense, but I think he got them boys feeling themselves.
By the way, this was his impressive stat line, bro. A whopping 8 points. It's crazy. 2 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 5 for 3.
11 rebounds. 11 rebounds.
Where's his rebounds?
11.
Hey, how many assists he got? 3? He a point guard? Interesting. How many assists he got? 3 assists? How many turnovers? 2?
Shout out Pat Bear, Chicago native.
Listen, bro, you can love him all you want, bro. I said what I said and I meant it. You can love him. You can hate him. Do what you want. Andre says, I'm not mad that T-Wolves being that hype. Some fans just being so mad.
I'm
A
not
lot of
either.
people are mad at them for that. And I'm like, look, I get it. It's funny to make jokes and poke and jab because, you know, but let's be fair. In a recent history, they've been one of, if not the worst teams in like the past 10 years ish. Even Detroit, you kind of had something with DeAndre Jordan, right? You kind of had something, right? Brooklyn, again, you were kind of relevant. It's like you had moments, but there's like two franchises. Like, I don't know who's worse. This is a debate you guys can have. Sacramento Kings or the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I got the Sacramento Kings.
Only reason I'm personally going to go Kings is because remember that young Timberwolves team that everybody loved? They were like, yo, if you keep them together, they got potential. I think it was like Chris Dunn, Karl Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine. Like, everyone was like, yo, they got potential. And then they got rid of them.
I mean, I go with the Kings because like they get talent and they don't know what to do with it. The Timberwolves have amazing talent come through there. They just haven't really found the right coach or found something to put it together. But I think this core they found can be something. Like they had 3 cores. They had the KG and who my god name, the point guard.
Did he play with Stephon Marbury?
Yeah, Marbury. They had KG and Marbury. They had the Zach Wiggins Cat trio. Now they got the then they had the Jimmy Butler trio. Now they got Edwards, D'Lo, and Cat. That's a nice solid 3 to build
D'Lo,
around.
Cat, and Anthony Edwards. I like that. I really do. But it was just
Like,
wild to me.
The Kings will have a point guard and draft a point guard.
God bless them, bro. God bless the Kings. Real talk, bro. God bless them, man. So today is today, right? Today, yes. So today it is the Spurs and Pelicans versus Hornets and Hawks. Let's talk about the Hornets and Hawks first. Who do you got?
I want to lean towards the Hornets because I feel like LaMelo Ball can, but I'm going with the Hawks. I'm going with the Hawks.
I'm gonna go Hornets. I don't know. I haven't been hot on Atlanta at all. I don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. I really don't. So said Miles Bridges wants 170 million. God bless him.
I'm not paying 170.
God bless him. God bless him. God bless him. God bless him. That's all I can say right there, brother. God bless him. Spurs, Pelicans. I think this was gonna be interesting. I think this is gonna be. Me too. I really am. I know Brandon Ingram is out, and with him being out, I would have went the Spurs, but with them having CJ McCollum, I think it's enough.
Yeah.
I think it's enough for them to beat them. On Friday, the winner. Winner of Game 4? What the hell?
Whoever wins.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at it wrong. So the Clippers play the winner of Spurs and Pelicans. So whoever wins that game plays the Clippers, and then the loser gets the 8th seed, or the winner gets the 8th seed, and then the Cleveland Cavaliers play the winner of Hornets and Hawks, and again the winner gets that respective 8th seed. By far, this thing is the dumbest thing ever, bro.
I like it. I like to play, yeah.
We'll have a conversation about that next week. You're going to bring your ass back here next week, and we're going to have a fun back and forth. Because I'll be honest, I think the play-in is the dumbest shit ever. Look, I know the purpose. I know the purpose of it. It's not for basketball. It's to get in more ratings, to squeeze more games. I get that. But
I mean, the only thing I would change if I would like the T-Wolves, they locked in for that 17. I'll just make it 8, 9, and 10. That's what I would do.
And then basically have 9 and 10 play, and then the winner faces the 8th seed.
Yeah. Okay. But when they made it, they said if the team record is like 2 or 3 games away, Which, if you look at it, the Pelicans and Spurs should not qualify for a play-in because they're not even close to overtaking the AC.
And which is why they said that in the beginning, and now look at them.
Yeah.
Which is why
but I can get the East because the East is close, so I can see
I
the
was about to
East
say
having
every 1 through 10. That's why on the East, I'm like, I'm still not a fan of it, but I get it because everyone is over 500, 1 through 10.
Yeah.
Then you go over to the East or to the West. I think it's like the Pelicans, Spurs, and there's one more team in the play-in that's under 500.
The Clippers, they over 500.
But I thought there was 3 teams. I'm probably wrong. It's probably just the 2. But regardless,
so I will have 1 through 8 for the West locked in. I just have a play-in for the Eastern Conference. That's how they, when they announced it, that's how they said it was gonna do.
Right. And now look at us. Here we are.
They thought we forgot. They put the Vince McMahon on us.
Bro, we be getting finessed too much, bro. It's wild. Last topic of the day, the NBA Awards. So we are going to start with Coach of the Year, then do Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and then NBA MVP of the Year. First things first, Coach of the Year. Who are you giving it to?
I kind of made my picks. And I had picked Taylor Jenkins from the Memphis Grizzlies. I feel like to do what he did with that team, that was amazing. To even win 20-2 without Ja Morant, that got a lot to do with the coaching and the players to put the players in a position to win. And to be honest, I did not think this Grizzly team was going to be a top of the Western Conference. I thought they would be fighting for a play-in spot. So that's enough reason to give him Coach of the Year.
Yep. And listen, I 100%. A lot of people are saying Monty, and I'm like, all right, look, I understand why you want to do Monty.
Yeah, but we knew the Suns was going to be good.
And that right there is where I'm kind of iffy, right? Like, for instance, like 20. So they're 20-5 without Ja Morant this year, and it's not because they're better without Ja Morant. They play differently, and what I mean by that is there's more ball movement. There's more shifted. Like it's more of Taylor Jenkins drawing up plays, which I love. I love it a lot because now that shows me you're a savvy coach. That shows me you're not just depending on your superstar to carry the load and say whatever. We've seen them for 25 games without Ja Morant. They are not just over 500. They are well over 500. Well over. So, in my opinion, I agree with you. You got to give it to Taylor Jenkins. Again, Monty Williams, I'll hear it out. I really will. But when you look at the Memphis Grizzlies, for them to be in the position they are right now, like, bro, I don't think people understand. They're not supposed to be a second seed. They're not supposed to. And the fact that they are is very impressive. Definitely because of coaching. 110%. Taylor Jenkins, I'm on board with you. Next one. This is the next thing I want you to give me. Sixth Man of the Year.
Well, this award is not even close. Fucking Tyler Hero. When you got a sixth man who then in the leading scorer on your team, who probably better offensive than your best player, I feel like he ran away with this trophy. I don't think nobody come close to Tyler Hero with the sixth man. Like he literally averaged 20 points per game, and Jimmy Butler averaged 21 points per game.
Okay. Here's my thing. I want I have. Excuse me. I have 2 votes on this one. I obviously Tyler Hero again. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think this year is like a weak class for Sixth Man of the Year because any other year, Tyler Hero nobody would even care. Let's just be honest, right? But another name I do want to bring up to at least put him in the conversation. Kevin Love. I think that's a guy. Now, I'm not saying you got to vote for him. But I do think at the bare minimum, throw his name in the conversation because
I mean, I feel
you
like
know what I
Kevin Love
mean.
is if we talking like playing 20 to 25 minutes and producing in like 25 minutes, then I would definitely go Kevin Love.
Right.
Tyler Hero plays like 35 plus
He's
minutes.
basically doing what Lou Will did. He's basically doing what Lou
Yeah.
Will did when he was on the Clippers, right? He's coming off the bench, but he's playing starter minutes, right? So, but again, I'm not even going to argue that. It is. I'm just saying, let's just put Kevin Love's name in there just to get him some respect because as a sixth man, when people were thinking he was just going to be a salary dump, and you know, now granted, I can't give it to him because he, you know, and especially like the first quarter of the season, he was struggling, but when he started clicking. Kevin Love was a baller, was a monster. So I agree with you with Tyler Hero, but I do think 100%.
I give it Kevin Love because 22 minutes, 13 points, 7 rebounds. That's like, a nice stat line in just 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, but again, if you want to give it to Tyler Hero, fine, whatever. But if you're one of the purists that says, "Oh no, you can't be Tyler Hero because he's playing full-time minutes," then if you're one of the people who's gonna make me not pick him because of that, then I'm giving my vote to Kevin Love. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Tyler Hero only playing 32 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have a problem with either way. Either one, I would not have a problem.
Yeah. To be honest, like again, like if you want to give it to Tyler Hero, fine. I'm only saying give it to Kevin Love that you got those purists that's like, oh man, he plays too much. Then fine, whatever. Kevin Love, and if you got a problem with that, you just being picky.
Yeah.
So that's just my.
I feel like they need to really sit down and come up with a criteria of each and every award.
Right. Now, defensive player of the year. Who you got?
I'm tired of seeing centers win. I mean, I feel like we had a point in time where I understand centers do a lot, but these guards and wing do just as much as the centers.
More.
So I'm going with Marcus Smart.
Who?
Marcus Smart.
I said, fuck yeah, baby. Say it one more time. One more time.
I'm going with Marcus Smart from the Boston Celtics.
Oh my god! Oh my day! Allow it.
I feel like he is the leader defensively on that team. They're the number 1 defensive team in the league.
Talk to me.
And if you look at it, he guarding the best guard. Sometimes he may guard the best wings. You got Trae Young, Kyrie, LaMelo, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler. LeBron James, Kevin Durant. It's a lot of players that you gotta guard night in, night out. So I feel
imagine a Patrick Beverly who could play defense. That's what we got in Marcus Smart, baby.
And he can hit open shots.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like it's time to change the narrative and start showing these guards some love because they can do just as much as a big man.
Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say Grant. Ain't his name Grant Robert Williams? Y'all big man.
Yes.
Like a lot of times he ain't really got to do nothing because Marcus Smart locking down the guard. So usually guards blow past players and then a big man got to come in save the day. You ain't having that with the Boston Celtics and Marcus Smart. So
I feel like that was a little bit of shade towards Time Lord. Relax.
To who?
Time Lord. That's what we call him in Boston. We call him Time Lord.
No, I'm saying he's a good player, but he ain't really got to work as hard because you got wings who can stay in front of their players. Like I could you look at mine. I got 2 wings who can't play a lick of defense, and they give blow past majority of the time. So we got big boots back there who
Chicago. Yo, Mike is like, yo, this is crazy. But now
I'm lock a damn shot.
I'm with you. It's. I think at some point we do need to reward versatility.
Yeah.
I think at some point we need to reward versatility. We need to be able to reward guys who can play multiple positions.
I take my chance with Marcus Smart on Giannis than fucking Rudy Gobert on Giannis.
1010%. Because again, Rudy Gobert he protects the paint. That's cool and all. But if that makes you defensive player of the year, that you're out of your mind. And I mean that with all due disrespect, because
and it's not like he's locking up the
Centers.
Joel Embiid, the Jokic.
No, because he's still getting 30 put on his head. So you know what I mean? Like everyone's like, oh my god, he protects the paint. Yeah, congratulations. He's swatting Isaiah Thomas, who's been out of the league for a hot minute. That's not impressive to me, bro.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You just swatted Tyrus Jones. Whoop-de-doo. The dude is 5'2". Like come on, bro. You do that, and then you out here letting John Morant bang on you. Like, grow up.
And then not like late games scenarios. He's in the game. I can rely on Marcus Smart. 3 minutes left to go in the game, rather than having Rudy Gobert because can't hit free throws. Yeah, it's time for.
I'm going to talk about specifically defense. Trust me, and I'm gonna have an episode where I just slander.
Yeah, it's time
Rudy
for a
Gobert.
change.
Yeah, 100%. I'm right there with you. So, next one. So we did Coach of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. So far, we're agreeing. Kind of scared.
Also, you got Marcus Smart too.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! You got to put Marcus Smart. You have to. You got to. Most improved. This one I got to do right.
Yeah, most improved Rookie of the Year, MVP.
Yep. Okay. So matter of fact, let me do this one now. Most improved Player of the Year. I'll be honest with you. This one is probably the easiest one the second easiest one I had to vote for. Who is your most improved player of the year?
I mean, I have two choices, but it's like I don't know the criteria for it. Like, I went with John Morant because I knew he was gonna be great, but I didn't know he was gonna hit like this quick. Like MVP conversations, Grizzlies one of the best teams, but you can say, oh well, he's the second pick in the draft, so of course he's gonna be good. But it's like, yeah, but you're not 100% sure,
right?
But then I would go with a guy like Jordan Poole, who came out of nowhere. Like nobody expected him to take that leap.
Which is where I'm going.
You can go either way.
I'm going Jordan Poole. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, sure, John Morant improved. Yes, he did. But let's be honest, Jordan Poole improved way much more. He is why most improved player is a thing. The most improved player isn't for a great player that becomes greater. That's not what the most improved player is. It's for a player who becomes good or great. That's what it's for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the reason why I said Ja because I knew he was gonna be great, but I didn't know he's gonna elevate his game, his team, his teammate game. Like usually when you most improve, he'll have 27 points, but his team will win 28 games. It's like okay, he improved, but he elevated his game and his team. So, but I'm cool with giving this to Jordan Poole because he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm giving it.
Like I said, the criteria is we don't know.
If they came out and said some criteria, then I feel like Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved Player of the Year would be a little more clear cut. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like there should be some criteria. Like, you can't be a dude who averages 18 points and then averages 25, and all of a sudden, oh, that's great. You're the most. Like, that's not necessarily really how it goes for me. You know what I mean? So based on my personal criteria, I'm gonna give it to Jordan Poole. Yeah. Two more. Rookie of the Year. Who you giving it to?
I'm going with Scotty B.
Who? Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes.
Wow. Okay. I'm not even mad at that.
I just feel like he had a whole season of like solid basketball. He can guard 1 through 5. And when Pascal was out early in the season, he filled in really nice. And as far as like Evan Mobley, they lost Jared Allen and things just went downhill. And Cade Cunningham, yes, he was a better like stat wise, but he in Detroit, they really didn't do too much.
I eliminated Cade because Evan Mobley had a more he started off more consistent. Yeah. And then he died off in the second half of the year. Cade Cunningham struggled in the beginning. I know.
Came on strong second half.
Yeah, and then had a strong second half. Scotty Barnes has been consistent all year.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I'm giving it to Scotty. Like in the beginning, I was giving it to Evan Mobley. But then when he fell off, and it's like Cade Cunningham started popping up, and I'm like, man, I do want to give it to Cade, but I can't discipline the dude, and I can't look at a guy differently because he all of a sudden was like, oh yeah, I've been consistent all year. Why I ignore me?
This was a good ass draft class. Like it's a lot of players in this draft class. Which my question is to you.
Ooh, let me hear it.
Is who do you think going to be the best player or the best career out of this draft class?
In this current draft class?
Yeah.
Woo. Wow.
We got Cade Cunningham. We got Jalen Green.
I was about to say, in
Mobley.
terms of being a bucket, in terms of being a legitimate bucket, I'm gonna go Jalen Green. If we're talking about who I think was gonna succeed because he's put in the best position, I'm gonna go Jonathan Kuminga. If you ask me who I think is gonna be the best defensively, I'm gonna go Davion Mitchell. But who do I think is gonna have the best overall draft? In all honesty, it favors Cade Cunningham because we're in a league where not only you need a guard, that's one, and two, he basically, like, after he finishes his rookie year, he could easily dip, and he'll be if he plays his cards right, he could potentially be a commodity to the point that the dude could go literally anywhere.
I agree. I feel like Cade Cunningham might have the better career because he's a point guard who basically can run the team, can do it all, score, defend, pass. And I feel like Scotty Barnes will have the most consistent career, but he probably wouldn't be nothing too spectacular, but he would be consistent.
It'll be a solid, respectable, in my opinion, it'll be a solid, respectable career.
Like I said, Jalen Green will be a bucket.
Yes.
I feel like Giddy and Wagner would probably be like the two underrated players from this draft that won't have a solid career, but may get like one or two all-stars.
Like I think they both are gonna be in like role players that you would need that could hit that shot. Like, you know what I mean? Like a Robert Horry type of guy where they're a role player, but they're an important role player that
like
you
a
need to have
6-man candidate.
Yes.
And I think Evan Mobley, if he gets some weight on him, can really go head to head with Cade Cunningham as being the best player in this draft.
And again, Evan Mobley, they're all rookies, you know what I mean? So maybe Evan Mobley could put some weight on himself. And same thing with Cade Cunningham. Same thing with Cade. He could use a little bit of muscle on him too, but no, I agree with you. If they both put muscle on him, ooh.
I have to forget about my guy Ayo too. Ayo gonna be a problem as well.
Who?
Ayo Dosunmu.
Who?
Hey, stop playing with my mans. But I feel like Detroit gonna be in the same situation with Cavaliers next year. I feel like if they can get a top 3 pick and get Cade a big man to run with.
Oh my lord!
You'd be looking at them two versus Garland and Mobley.
Oh my lord!
Man.
Allow it. That would be absolutely beautiful. The last one we got to talk about. The coup de grace, the creme de la creme, the MVP award. Who are you giving it to?
Well, to me, it's between two people, Jokic and Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
I give a slight edge to Jokic, but to be honest with you, I feel like to Jokic.
So okay,
but I feel like both got an argument because I only gave it to Jokic because no Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter Jr. Without Jokic, that team probably be a lottery team. But on Joel said, you can say the same, but he had James Harden, who really ain't been playing like the MVP level. But the stats says Joel Embiid does Jokic does everything for that Denver Nuggets team. But I would not be surprised if Joel walk away with the MVP as well.
This one to me, I'm giving it to Jokic easily by far, no debate, no controversy. Look, I'm gonna list off some of the players that this year Joel Embiid had that averaged double digits. Okay, James Harden right now was averaging 21. Tyrese Maxey 17. Tobias Harris same thing, 17. Seth Curry 15. Right now, mind you, the Seth Curry one. This was before the trade. Then when you traded, who's giving you average of 15. You trade him for James Harden, who's giving you a 21. So you're kind of going up. 30 to 21, right? That's kind of how it goes. And then 2 17s and a 15. Do you know who's the next highest scorer for the Denver
Aaron
Nuggets?
Gordon, 15.
And do you know how many? 15. Then 14, 12, 10, and 10. Let me add a little more context. For the Philadelphia 76ers, do you know who leads them in points?
Joel Embiid.
Do you know who leads them in rebounds?
Joel Embiid.
Do you know who leads them in assists?
Probably James Harden.
Actually, no.
Maxey.
Yep. Tyrese Maxey. Mind you, these are the assists that he had in Philly, which is why Tyrese Maxey is a little higher. But if I'll be nice, and I'll also accept James Harden. I'll be nice. Do you know who leads them in steals?
Probably Matisse.
Yep, Matisse Thybulle. And do you know who leads them in blocks?
I go Joel.
Okay, so 3 out of 5, very impressive. Joel Embiid leads. Let me ask you a question. Do you know who leads the Denver Nuggets in points?
Jokic.
Do you know who leads them in rebounds?
Jokic.
Do you know who leads them in assists?
Jokic.
Do you know who leads them in steals?
Jokic.
Do you know who leads them in blocks?
Jokic.
If that's not the definition of MVP, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. People want to say, oh, the Philadelphia 76ers are 4th, and the Denver Nuggets are 6th. They're separated by 2 games. 2 games in a situation where both his second and third best player are out. This is a guy who, when he's off the court, their plus minus is literally being compared to G League teams. Again, the plus minus when Jokic
it is a G League team outside of Aaron Gordon.
Thank you.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Joel gets some votes though.
He's gonna get votes probably, and that's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, guess what? It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the rightful MVP is Nikola Jokic.
Which it's sad to say because they might be a first round exit.
It really is, but again, people are gonna use that against him or whatever.
I know they're gonna use it against. I can already see it now.
Oh no, they're definitely going to. But here's my thing: first of all, it's a regular season award, and second, he's going up against Golden State where it's him or bust. It's literally going to be Jokic or bust.
Which is why I think they should announce these awards before the playoffs start.
They should do it after the play-in.
Yeah.
Like after the play-in, and then they should do it and then go from there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I feel like once you do it after the regular season, I think it will start to drive home the point that this is a regular season award. What you do in the playoffs, we have a completely different award for that. But to each their own. No one ever understands that. But this has been another episode of the Prideful Takes podcast. Mike, thank you for being here. Follow us on Twitter at Prideful Takes. Anything you guys want to talk about, feel free to tag us in it. Catch us on Facebook at Prideful Takes and also on YouTube at Prideful Takes. Feel free to give us a sub. Visit our website, www.pridefultakes.com. Not only is every episode of the podcast up there, but we also have original articles. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, the Prideful Takes podcast. If you have an iPhone, just say, hey, Siri, play the Prideful Takes podcast, and she'll take care of everything else. As always, go to www.fatco.com. Use discount code Prideful Takes. Get 15% off on all your organic skin care needs. Mike, it's been a pleasure, bro. We'll see you.
Always.
You'll be back here next Wednesday, and I will be back here to scream at the masses Friday. Until then, y'all know what to do. Be safe, baby.
Knew where that was going. That was a great read. Oh, Lillard from the logo. That'll quiet the 2 on the season. 2nd and 1 for the Bills. They handle the rush. Allen looking. End zone.
To Shohei Ohtani. Center field. Let's watch it go.
Did several of those inside low kicks.